Hello, magandang umaga, magandang hapon. Hello to everyone in the world who's tuned in. Welcome to In Love with Me series, where we empower and share impactful stories and individuals who are very close to my heart. And today we have such an exciting woman who I have learned and grow with, especially when it comes to the biggest muscle in your body. And I am so proud to have her here today in Love with Me series. So without further ado, let's welcome Dr. Crissy. Hi, Doctora.
Hi, Mafe. Good morning.
Good
Magandang umaga.
morning. Oh, look,
Thank you for
we are so,
inviting me.
of course, of course. Why wouldn't I? There's so many things that we can talk about. Life is beautiful. You're beautiful, and we'll get to that, diba? So I want to start with Dr. You wear so many hats, especially in the healthcare professional, as an entrepreneur and also a community leader. So share with us your biggest lesson you've learned about balancing purpose, passion, and personal well-being.
Okay. So, the biggest lesson I've learned that life doesn't always unfold the way you imagine, and that's okay. So, some of my greatest growth it came from seasons I never would have chosen for myself. Purpose gives you direction, passion gives you energy, but personal well-being that gives you the capacity to sustain both. So I've learned that purpose isn't just found in titles, accomplishments, or success alone. It's found in how you rise after disappointments, how you keep
Yes.
up showing after heartbreak, and how you continue to serve others without losing yourself in the process. So, yeah, more than
Una, ito,
anything,
ito na yung corona, pasa ko na sa'yo.
more than anything, I really want people to see my life and know that things are possible. Not because I have a perfect journey, but because I had to overcome challenges, doubts, unexpected detours, just like everyone else.
Yes, yes. And from learning from you when we had our getting to know each other, guys, Dr. Chrissy is such a um, courageous woman, and she definitely shows up, and most importantly shows up for herself. And I think that's something that a lot of people have to come to realize, that we are the biggest cheerleader for ourselves, no matter what happens, good or
True.
bad, diba? So speaking of that, many people are looking for ways, and I mentioned earlier, your biggest thing right now, apart from what you do,
Mhm.
as your title as a doctor, you also have an amazing, beautiful skin,
Oh, thank
and
you.
people tend to, I guess, wonder, like, how, like, how is it to be able to live a life with creating certain habits for yourself, right? So for you, what are the top 3 habits you believe everyone should start today to improve their
Mhm.
overall wellness and longevity?
First, if I had to narrow it down to just 3 habits that can truly improve wellness and longevity, they would be this. First, exercise. Move your body every day. It
Agree.
doesn't have to be intense. A daily walk, strength training, Pilates, or any form of movement you enjoy that can improve your heart health, brain function, muscle mass, and independence as you age. Movement is the most powerful form of medicine that we have.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Second, I recently learned this term, inflammaging.
Mm.
Okay, so inflammaging is a chronic low-grade inflammation that develops over time. So it contributes to many age-related diseases. We
Uh-huh.
have to reduce the inflammation before it silently accelerates aging.
Wow.
So that's inflammaging.
Mm.
So the good news is, the daily choices matter. So
Right.
prioritizing quality sleep, eating nutrient dense food, managing stress, staying hydrated,
Mhm.
protecting our skin,
Yes.
avoiding harmful habits, it can lower inflammation and it
Right.
support your healthy aging from inside and out.
Interesting.
Lastly, And I think most importantly, you have to protect your peace. The whole
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have to nurture, the meaningful relationship, the genuine people around you. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
longevity isn't just physical.
Right.
It's more of emotional, it's mental, it's
Mm-hmm.
spiritual. So studies consistently shows,
Mm-hmm.
the people with a strong sense of purpose, meaningful
Yes.
connections, and healthy ways to manage stress levels, they tend to live longer and
Mm-hmm.
healthier compared to others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, longevity isn't about chasing more birthdays.
Right.
No, it's about having the energy, health, vitality to fully live the life you've
Mm-hmm.
been given. Small choices, repeated consistently over time, it really creates extraordinary result. So I
Right.
believe the goal isn't simply to add years to your life; it's to add
Mhm.
life to your years.
Amen to that. I agree
Mhm. Thank
100%.
you, Lord.
Oh, yes. And it is. You're right about being intentional with your environment.
Hmm.
I believe on, watching what you're listening to, what you're watching, on TV and perhaps online. And just like this, this conversation right here is a choice, right? So, for the ones who are listening out there, Dr. Chrissy has so much wisdom and gems on
I
longevity.
try.
Well, we spoke for what? For an hour or so, and I learned so much from you and just seeing how courageous you are by, again, you mentioned it, showing up, and especially now, you're really inspiring everybody to just enjoy life, whether it is taking just walks, breathing the fresh air that, especially us waking up early in the morning, like this is very intentional on our longevity and choosing
Hmm.
positivity in our lives. And don't get me wrong, life happens and there are things that we cannot
True.
control. But I feel as though how we think and the choices that we make where we place ourselves in certain rooms, we choose that. Nobody's forcing us to be there, right? So I'm glad that we have this conversation early in the morning because this inspires
Mm.
me. You have just reminded me. Yes, I need to move kahit hindi um,
Kahit
strenuous.
hindi intense. Yeah.
Yes, actually, the one thing that I have really made a choice on because I want to do continuous learning and even if it's not applying for, let's say, another degree or so, for me
Hmm.
it's reading books. I'm challenging myself to read a book per month, and
Nice.
that alone, even just reading 2 or 3 pages a day, it's very, it gives me more confidence, right? Because
Hmm.
um, it's something I tell my children, it's always nice to learn something new.
Yeah. Continuous learning. It's
Yes,
really
even
lifelong.
little, right? And
Hmm.
especially my skin, I'm learning something new with Dr. Cressy. Oh, diba? Um, I want to talk a little bit about that because you show up so confident as well, inside and out. So, would you like to share with us? I'm going to skip a bit to this next question. Is that we often hear the phrase "aging gracefully." How do you
Hmm.
define aging well, and what misconceptions do people have about health, beauty, and wellness as they get older?
For me, aging well is not about looking younger. It's about staying strong, healthy, purposeful, confident in every season of your life. It's
Mm,
having the energy to do what you love.
mm,
The resilience to navigate challenges and the wisdom to embrace who you are becoming.
mhm,
So, one of the biggest misconception is that aging automatically means decline.
mm.
Well, aging is, we cannot really define aging. So,
Right.
how we age is influenced by the choices we make every day.
Yes.
So how we nourish our bodies, manage stress, you prioritize sleep, stay active, you care
Mm-hmm.
for your mental, emotional well-being, that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
And another misconception is that beauty fades with age. I
Yes.
believe that it does not fade with age. It just, through beauty, it evolves.
Yes.
Yeah, so it comes from confidence, kindness. Kindness matters every day.
Mm-hmm.
So good
Yes.
health, yeah, and the light you carry within, the light that you share to others every day. So
Mm-hmm.
healthy skin, strong body, positive mindset. It's not about chasing youth. They're about honoring and self-respect.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely comes from within. And you're correct, Doctora. Being kind goes a long way. You know,
Exactly.
not always right. And again, it goes to show that you're learning and being compassionate. And when you find the power in that, that's when everything around you evolves to positive change, right?
That's true.
Even if
That's true.
you're so irritated and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to say what I want to say, but then think about this. Later on, you might regret it. I've
Mm-hmm.
learned the powerful thing is to do not reply straight away. If it's a message or an email, if it's a confrontation, walk away, take a breather, then come back
Mm-hmm.
calm, and then face whatever that is. And you're right, sleeping is the most powerful meditation,
Oh, yes.
right? If you don't get
Mm-hmm.
enough sleep, it's going to show on the outside. Your face, your skin, even your thoughts will be so cloudy, right?
That's
So,
why rest is productive and
yes,
rest is not laziness.
no,
You
yeah,
really need to rest.
definitely. And I guess we only learn that how really important it is when you get wiser.
Yeah.
So, for the
The
ones
daily
who are,
naps.
yes, and the ones who are listening who are definitely, uh, you're still growing, right? Because we're young at
Mm-hmm.
heart.
Yeah,
Please take advantage. Do not pile your plate. That's something that I learned. Like, do not
true.
burn yourself out. Don't think that just because you're not doing anything that you're not being productive. There are
Mm-hmm.
times that your body and your mind just needs for you to breathe, and lay it out. I think both Dr. Chrissy and I were planners. We like to plan. Ako, ang daming kong calendars, na manual calendar,
Mm-hmm.
diary. I mean, I know we have our phones, but really plan out
It's
your
really
day.
good to write it down too.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love to pick it
I like
all.
writing it down. Pag
See,
kwarentahin, nakakalimot ako.
exactly. And at the same time, you end up adding to the list. So
Yes.
um, just do one thing at a time. One thing at a time, and you will accomplish many things. So, okay, so you're definitely building a successful life for yourself, right? I'm not even saying career, but part of your career is serving
Mm-hmm.
others.
Yes.
So I want to know, challenges. Challenges are definitely like, lessons too, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what challenges did you face along the way? And how did faith, resilience, or mentorship help you overcome them?
I had a lot of my fair share of challenges. So
Mm-hmm.
one of my biggest challenges I faced was realizing you can have the degrees, the career, the
Yeah,
accomplishments, but you still experience heartbreak,
right.
loss, and uncertainties. So there were seasons when life didn't look the way I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn how to keep moving forward when my heart wanted to stay still.
Mm.
So my faith reminded me that God's plan is bigger than my disappointments. I always go to the verse of Romans 8:28, all things work out for good for those who love the Lord. So
Yes.
because it's really true. After
Yes.
years, you will go back and thinking, "Oh, it happened because
Mm.
God wanted me to experience that."
Wow.
So resilience taught me that I could start over without starting from scratch
Mm-hmm.
because every experience had prepared me for the next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
mentorship showed me that I didn't have to carry everything alone.
Yes.
Sometimes we need people that will really see our potential before we can see it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So today now I see challenges as obstacles, not as obstacles. I see them as reason I connect to people with people on a deeper level. They've taught me that success isn't having a perfect life.
Mm-hmm.
It's about having the courage to keep showing up, you keep growing, keep serving. no matter what season you're in. And if there's one thing I've learned is that your story doesn't end with setback.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes that's exactly where your purpose begins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those setbacks are like stepping stones.
Agree. Agree.
Mhm.
Definitely. You I laugh because you remind me of, the thoughts I had when I was young that maybe, my goodness, I think I might not have a family. Maybe nobody likes me
Mhm.
because my past relationships, I guess it was meant to be learning stepping stones, like you said. I've never
Mhm.
broken up with a partner or a boyfriend. They've always broken up with
Yeah.
me. And I'm just like, is there something wrong with me? And then yung pala, God had someone for me, and now, of course, I have my children.
You have a
And
beautiful family.
my gosh, but, at the end of the day, you're so right about, just being resilient and just understanding that there is life lessons. You're not being punished. You are just having a learning experience. And I
Mhm.
know we all go through tough ones. I'm not saying my life is perfect. Doctora, thank you for acknowledging, my family, but also it's hard work. It's definitely a lot of um sacrifice, a lot of, love is defined in so many different ways with so many different personalities, you know,
Mhm.
like the love language you have to understand, just being a woman of God and faith. Like I'm really holding on to God. Like, go now. I know you got me.
Yeah. We just have to surrender, 'di ba? Surrender every day.
Yes,
That's
yes,
how we can keep going.
yes. And I'm thankful for you for sharing. That we have to just keep going. We have to keep showing up for us,
Mhm.
right? And so I know you have such a purpose-driven life. And for everyone listening here, I mean, what would be your message um, with taking control of their health and also, finding their purpose? What would it be and why?
If I could leave one message, it would be don't wait for a health scare, a
Mhm.
diagnosis, a heartbreak, a perfect time to start taking care of yourself. Because the life you're hoping for is built by the choices you make every day. So many
Yes.
people, a lot of my patients are just putting themselves last while taking of everyone else.
Mm,
So I
mm,
know because I've seen in it my patients, I've experienced seasons of it myself.
right.
But your health, your peace, your well-being, they're not luxuries. They are necessities. So living a purpose-driven life, it really starts valuing the one life you have been given. So nourish your body, protect your mind, do your skincare every day.
Yes.
Yeah, care for your spirit. And never underestimate the power of small daily habits. The
Hmm.
greatest gift you can give people you love is a healthier, stronger, more present version of yourself.
Definitely, I agree with that. And, speaking of the online space, and it
Mhm.
is understood because that's one thing that I tend to be intentional about is learning what's the new trend and things like that. The capacity and I guess the the time that people actually have now, the capacity is like 2 seconds. So
Mhm.
same goes with your mind and your decisions. It takes 2 seconds for you to decide whether you're
That's
going
true.
to wake up, when the alarm goes off, or if you're going to clean your face, right?
Mhm.
Don't miss the steps. I know I've learned that from Dr. Chris. I was like, okay, oil, the cleanser, and
Double fencing every time.
exactly, and then the protection. And for me, I think about even just sunscreen. People don't see the value and importance of protecting your skin as well as protecting your heart. I mean, I I think with our conversation, Doctor, you can already see like I align little things with big things, and right
Mhm.
now, my also me time is Legos because
I
my
like your Legos.
I know, right? And
It's so cute. I was
it's
about to buy that.
oh my gosh, it's taught me so much because I told my family, I said, I love you guys. I love it that you give me flowers, but Lego flowers last forever, right? And then when I started really concentrating, it allowed me to kind of like not um, think about other things that are challenging me. It
Mm-hmm.
forced me to learn how to take my time, understand the value of each piece, that trust the process, that it will be a beautiful creation. And
Mm-hmm.
then I aligned it with like us. Nobody knows what's inside of us. And nobody knows how many pieces of Legos are in that flower.
Yeah.
Because ang dami eh. I'm like, why the heck
Uh-huh.
is this here? Wait. And then when I complete one, it's like, oh my gosh. It's just taught me that every piece of a puzzle or every piece of a Lego is important. So every piece of our self,
Mm-hmm.
mind, body, and soul, like you said, don't wait till you feel something that's feels off.
Yes.
Already prevention, right? Prevention,
Mm-hmm.
maintenance, and this is maintenance of just holistic healing or holistic ways. And so I love that you talk about, showing up, um, minimal exercise, even or sleep, rest, and taking care of your inside your heart, right? And for me, I know you mentioned it already earlier that credentials, achievements, success, they are
Mm-hmm.
a cherry on top of what you're
Exactly.
actually or how you're living your life. So behind all of that, who is Dr. Crissy? And
Oh
what
my
is one
goodness.
thing people would be surprised to learn about you? Because
Behind the titles and the credentials, I'm just simply someone. I genuinely love serving people. I love my patients. I like to see them succeed. I like to see my team grow, helping them to see what's possible for
mm-hmm,
their lives. So many people see me as the healthcare provider,
huh.
entrepreneur starting right now. But
Yeah.
what might surprise everyone is I'm quite an introvert person. So
Surprising.
yeah, so I'm very shy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very shy. It just that it
Yes.
doesn't it doesn't show because I'm a Leo. So I don't know. So
Yes.
yeah, so but I generally enjoy quiet moments,
Yes.
reflection,
Yeah.
spending time with family, with my friends. My friends have been with me for like 20 plus years. So I'm very proud of that. So I build that connection with certain people. So if I'm surrounded by them, I'm loud. But if you put me on a bigger group, I am just on the corner and quiet, you know. But also, I'm someone who believes deeply in second chances. I know it's crazy, but I believe in
Yeah.
second chances, personal growth, reinvention. I like that. So my journey really hasn't been perfect. You know
Mhm.
my story already. So
Yes.
every challenge really taught me something valuable. That's why
Mhm.
I'm passionate about encouraging others
Mhm.
because I've learned that it's never too late. I'm 42, to start
Mhm.
over. You dream bigger,
Mhm.
become the person who you are meant to be,
Exactly.
right? So I believe health is not like what I told you earlier. It's not about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. You have to be really
Yes. I love
proactive,
that.
be out there
Mhm.
and take care of your body, nurture your faith.
Mhm.
You live with purpose and then you create legacy that extends far beyond yourself.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, as you can see, Dr. Chrissy is truly an empowering and amazing woman. Please do follow her on Glow with Chrissy because you will learn and grow even more. For me, I am always looking forward for her new videos because it just inspires me to like, okay, clean that
Let's
makeup,
move.
take that makeup off, or just being outside, even if you don't wear makeup. You go out in the world, whether you work, you exercise, or you just do your business. As soon as you wake up and walk out of the door, there's already you know um, perhaps even the natural oils coming out from your body or
Mm-hmm.
just dirt from outside. So it's very important to take care of yourself, right? Because you just never know who you'll meet. You never know what opportunities you will be able to gain just from investing in yourself, right? And today, Dr. Crissy really shared with us the importance of being the cheerleader for yourself and showing up with a purpose, and also with, just with your faith. I believe Dr. Crissy and I are very God fearing, but whatever it is that keeps you motivated, keep doing it. And perhaps listen to this conversation again. I love speaking to you, and I believe that
Thank you, Mafe.
maybe you will have your own podcast. I'm just putting it out there in manifestation, because there's
Let's
so
manifest.
many different chapters that I believe that you can touch on, and really share the importance of growth and just being a strong woman of faith. So
Thank
if there's
you.
any shout outs you want to share, please do go ahead, and also share what's next.
Just follow my page, Glow with Crissy. And I have a business page as well, the my Riemann Skincare. I'm
Yeah.
putting it out there.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions, you just message me. My inbox is always open to
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
So I think that's it.
Thank you, Dr. Chrissy, for your time with us today. I appreciate you, and I know that we will have many more conversations. So I'll invite you again. Again, everyone, this is In Love with Me series, and we are so grateful for you. Have a blessed day, and don't forget that attitude with gratitude goes a long way.
Bye.
Thank you for watching In Love with Me series.